Would you like to pay off your home before you retire? Before you retire.
Which is
Repeat.
hard. A lot of people don't do
Yeah.
that anymore. Yeah. And so you're wanting to know how an ADU would help with that.
I need to know all the details about how that is possible because I don't see how that's even an option, Brooke. So
Well, how would you normally pay off your thing? By paying monthly payments, which you can just barely afford.
slowly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But what if you had an extra $1,000 a month to start paying down the principal on that? You would shorten that mortgage significantly if you were paying $500 or $600 a month on top of your regular payment
Oh yeah.
to do that. Not only would you shorten that, you're basically going to create a huge discount in the amount of interest that you'll pay in the long run. So you're going to save a lot of money.
Yeah.
So how can an ADU do that for you?
That is what you're going to answer for me, sir. I
Yeah,
don't have these answers.
well,
I need you.
it's really simple because an ADU is an income generating property. You put something on your property that you're going to rent out.
Yeah.
And in Utah right now, and for the next few years, we have a housing problem that people are looking for good quality housing
Yeah.
and they'll want to rent that. They'll rent that for a significant amount of money that's getting paid to you.
Yes.
Okay, so you put that in there, take part of that income from the rent,
Mm-hmm.
use that income to pay down the mortgage on your house and shorten the length of your thing. And let me tell you, I know it because I've done it.
I need to know all about that. How has this worked for you? What has this looked like?
Okay. What my wife and I did is we went out and said, okay, we need to create basically an ADU in our backyard. That's going to cost us some money to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And to get that money, we said, well, I don't have it as spare change in my savings. We actually went and refinanced our house,
Okay.
which was on a 20-year mortgage. We refinanced it to take some of the equity out and we put it back in on a 30-year mortgage. You're saying, well, wait a minute, but that made your longer, didn't it?
We're going the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, it did on paper.
Okay.
But as soon as I got the ADU in,
Uh-huh.
okay, I'm now renting that for about $1,800 a month. I take part of that rent and I pay on top of my house payment that I pay every month an extra $600 a month.
Wow.
So what's happening is we're compressing the time
Yeah.
so that literally what we would have had in 20 years, we're actually going to shorten down to about 15 years.
Whoa. That's
You want to
huge.
hear what's even more powerful about that?
Yes,
The
please.
reality is it's actually paid off right now.
You don't have a mortgage essentially.
Yeah, because what happens is when we refinanced, we basically raised all it was our normal monthly payment by
Yeah.
about $100 a month. Okay. What we pay is about $500 less per month than what I get in rent from my ADU.
Wow.
So my ADU is actually paying my entire mortgage for me right now, plus paying stuff down.
I
So
just feel like an
So the
awe.
reality is my house is paid off. The bank is getting it, but I am not doing anything different. The ADU
No.
is paying it off for me.
It's literally working for you. It's your
Oh, yes.
employee.
Yeah, yes, yes.
That's so cool.
And so you get to think about that. Not only is it paying for itself, but in the time that it's paying for itself, the value of my property is increasing every year significantly. What's
Absolutely.
going on? So yes, it is a financial risk. It is a lot to put in there. But you get to think about how is this really going to pay back? And it worked for me.
Yeah.
It's just changed our life completely
Wow.
in where we're going.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Well, and I really appreciate understanding the nuances, the ins and outs, because it feels so attainable. When I'm talking with an expert like you who can give me all the answers of how to make this happen, it doesn't feel daunting. It really makes sense about how you can do
I'm
this.
glad you said experts, because one of the things that we do at ADU Utah is I don't have you just talk to me.
Yeah.
I work with people like tax accountants,
Mm.
with people who are bank loan officers, mortgage lenders, so they can help you, give you choices as to what you're going to work with. Also, property managers. You got to really assemble a team of people to help you solve the entire problem.
Yeah.
Financing is part of it, building is part of it, managing it is part of it. How do I invest in it? All of those things. You build yourself a plan to get through that. And that's what we do at ADU Utah. I hope you get that plan put together.
I love that. How do people contact you to get started putting that plan together?
Really, it's pretty simple, Brianna. Just send an email to me and anybody else there at ADU Utah by sending it to at aduutah.com. That's aduutah, compressed as one word.com. Hello at aduutah. Send your question and
Perfect.
all the extras that you got. They're even outside of this,
Yes.
and we'll get right to them and start working with you to solve your problem.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.